Hello everybody, welcome back to Evolve. We're going to be playing as Elder Kraken in this one. We're on Orbital Drill against Kyra, Hank, Griff and Hyde for this one. Pretty solid team. We'll do everything except Chain Lightning, and Traversals will be the pick of choice. We will get going. Decent Assault. Best support in the game, basically. Very decent Medic. Very weak Trapper. The worst Trapper in the game, actually. Although he's still a victim of his own design with the Harpoons, but Harpoons are quite good into Kraken. Especially Griff, because Griff can actually drag the monster, in Kraken's case. But, you know, we'll see. If you are new to this, it is a 4v1 ASIM, back from 2015. This game was about as ahead of its time in its own department as the first fucking Transformers movie was in 2007. That still holds up to this day, as this game does. Gameplay at the very beginning, we are going to be running away from humans because we are very weak. As a stage 1 monster, you'll see at the top of the screen we don't have much HP to play with. That's going to be the defense buff straight away, which we will take. We'll try and squeeze that grub in there as well. It's good to deny the hunters from getting this as well, because once we actually fully eat it, they won't be able to pick it up. Thank you for serving yourself on a silver platter, sir. I do appreciate it. But yeah, we're just going to be feeding and filling up this ring that you can see. It's slowly forming. We'll be back. Once that fills, we will go to stage 2, which is where the fighting will begin. Because we'll actually be able to contend, basically. We're going to go back this way, actually, because we're going to be snaking around, and they're probably going to be around that area by the time we get around there. Yeah, the game is just completely full of animation quality, atmosphere and all that kind of stuff. We just traded this for Dead by Daylight, which is just the real tragedy of this existence. But, you know, it is what it is at the end of the day. This game was basically shut down by a bunch of so-called gamers that didn't want to pay for the fucking content. But, you know, it is what it is. Look at the fucking state of the industry now. Warriors for the cause, they served the purpose, didn't they, fellas? Now you're paying for battle passes that are like 100 quid each and all that kind of shit. It is what it is. Go and grab stage 2. So this is where the fighting will begin in a moment's time. We'll go and grab it. When we evolve, we get bigger, we get more HP, we get more damage, we get ability points. We're going to do Death Spiral and Lightning Strike. Chain Lightning's very weak. We're just buying it to have a 4th ability, because it doesn't actually do anything unless you actually max it. So it's a very underpowered ability. Just gonna get the armor back up, and then we'll get in there. Don't appear to be too close behind at the moment. And the way Elder Kraken works, because he's a variant of regular Kraken, is he's melee focused as a flying monster, which is a bit weird. But you do... basically you aim to zone people with your abilities by bouncing them around and all that kind of stuff. Doing a textbook example here of ignoring Yellow Beam Man, which is how you die as monster. Whenever Hank's on the team, we go for Hank, because his shielding, I should say, is just way too good to ignore. Trying to line him up for a good Banshee Mine, that wasn't it. Keep him in there, good. We want to capitalise on this just while he's down, because Kyra's going to get Hank up very soon. Yep, he's already up, that's fine. Get him in the corner, I can strike him. It's going to shield it, it's fine. Do get that, just tag him with that. Good, we'll get out. It's fine. Saved by the ledge. We do have the defense buff, I did forget about that, it's fine. Left me a lot of treats. Very bad play back in the day, this. If it wasn't going to wipe your team, leave it alive. It might tag you on the way past, but it's better than giving the monster free food. That said, I do need more of it before I go in because I've barely got anything. Probably going to take us to stage 3 being ready this, but we're going to go in again. You can use your HP as a resource on monster. It's fine. That's an orbital used on an Armadon when I'm literally in line of sight. That's very questionable. Yeah, we're going for him again. Just while we can, right at the very beginning. This is such a shit ability, it really is. Griff pulling me back. He's actually quite good in this instance because we need to target Hank, so we are running away from him. Get him again. We know he's that one. If I get that, they're going to get the revive on Hank again here, I think. If I can get him round the corner, I might be able to... Yeah. Mammoth, good. I was gonna... Please assist me. It's fine. I think, to be fair, we're just gonna go stage 3 here, because the damage isn't really that great to deal with carries, even with Hank on the team as well. We have 2-strike Hank though, so he doesn't get an in-cap phase now. Works the same system as Left 4 Dead. You go down twice, the next time you go down you die. No in-cap. We'll grab stage 3, this is the final form. One of the biggest monsters in the game this as well. We'll do Banshee or Max Death Spiral. We're just going to do Lightning Strikers 3 as well. Yeah, one of the biggest monsters in the game. Sound design also reflects that, it's very stompy. Yeah, we're just going to top the armor back up. That'll do me. This build, this map, I should say, has one of the worst relays on the map. That the bot, well, not the worst relay in the map. It's just what the trap that the bots fall into. Because fighting a stage 3 in this building is literally just death. You need very good positioning against the stage 3. So, yep, there goes Hank. But this is one of the wonderful, refreshing concepts, ladies and gentlemen, back in the day, of Twitter untouched game design. Where the hunter's goal in this game is to stop me from getting to stage 3. So when the monster actually gets to stage 3, the game says, yeah, okay, here's all this power. They fucked up, they pay for it, you know? These days the ASIM genre is built on the 4 making as many mistakes as possible and cashing them in as rewards. So, you know, the fall off's pretty insane, but we just casually accept it. Amongst other things like very shit animation quality and zero atmosphere, but you know, it is what it is. Don't say anything about it because you've got to be complicit with mediocrity and, you know, just shit games. It's got nothing to do with it, you know, holding the genre back for the past 9 years. But you know, it's the other topic, fellas. We're here for the gameplay. This is just what ASIMs could have been though, just so you know. With all the new monsters and all the new hunters, all the new maps, all the new worlds and everything that we could have had. Can't think of that. Here's a perfectly square map, run around in circles being chased by a slightly faster than you teenager with a knife. Then drop a pallet in front of him, then rotate, rinse and repeat. Gameplay. Sign me up for esports. It's fine. Don't know where they are at the moment though, because are you a colonist? No, you're Kyra. Okay, that's the medic down. We'll go for Hank. Supports do have access to a cloak, which they can use to potentially sneak off. He's not going to use it in this instance though, because I can see him. And in doing so, if they manage to do it, they can buy the team another revive, basically. A whole team revive. Gonna griff down. I'm actually taking a decent amount of damage here. He's still got a shield at the moment. I'm going to prevent that revive. Colonists do permanently die. 2 seconds. I think we do this. Colonists don't count as hunters, so we can go for it. Yeah. There it is. Up it up. 9:33. Yeah, it is what it is, fellas, at the end of the day. As far as I'm concerned, my inside of my mind is that this genre just fell off. Literally fell off a fucking cliff. Everybody just accepts it, though, because the top of the genre has Michael Myers in it, you know? That's it. I guess that constitutes the peak of a genre. You know, when your animation quality is actually shit, there's no atmosphere, it's imbalanced to fuck, because we learnt that literally with this game when they tried to shift it into stage 2. To try and revive it after all the microtransaction drama had fucking killed it. And we added a load of perks into the game then, and it became the most unbalanced fucking mess because we didn't learn from Dead by Daylight when we tried to revive this game. And then obviously people started leaving because it was just busted. There were certain characters that were just busted that weren't even a fucking issue in the base game back in the day, in Legacy. But yeah, as I say, top of the genre at the moment, imbalanced as fuck. Very bad animations, recycled fucking animations on multiple characters across the board of different shapes and sizes. You know, every monster in this game has its own animations. It's got like literally, there's a good 20 or so different attack animations, basic attack animations, depending on what direction the hunter's actually facing or where they are in relation to which direction the monster's facing. You've got swings that you can they lean back as you rotate your camera to face somebody that's behind you. If you hit it at the right time, like Kraken for example, the tentacles that are on his back, he'll throw him backwards, like he'll throw his shoulders back and like lash at him from behind in a sort of spinning, so he's reorientating himself as he swings, you know. And then obviously I think there was 1 or 2 in there as well when they're at the side, and he sort of does that sort of head swish where he throws himself around, his tentacles are hitting and all that kind of stuff. Top of the genre, nah, everybody's got one singular fucking attack animation, and the only difference is when you extend it, we basically lock the character model in the same frame for that period of extension, and then just complete the same animation anyway. Peak of quality. Never anything could have been better, you know? Peak of the genre. Nothing better anywhere. No. All these good concepts like Evolve last year, all that kind of stuff, no, don't speak about them. They're dead and gone. You should never strive for better. Just be completely complicit with this absolute fucking Unity project that we've had for the past 9 years that's done nothing but actually hold the genre back and farm itself off licenses. But there you go, it is what it is, we're not going any further. I hope you've enjoyed the gameplay, and I will hopefully see you for the next one, fellas. Bye.